Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everyone. If you're in the U.S., I hope you've enjoyed this Memorial Day weekend. It has been a crazy weather weekend for some of us here in the St. Louis and surrounding area. I know some of my friends got some heavy-duty damage, hail damage. So I hope wherever you are that you were, maybe your car got dinged a little bit or your roof did, but I hope you were safe. We have had a lovely weekend here at the Dent household with a little bit of stamping too for me, so that's always fun. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Kim Dent. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, which is in St. Louis County. I have been a demonstrator for, it'll be almost 23 years in June 18th, which is hard for me to believe. I just, every year that goes by, I'm like, I can't believe. I never thought when I started doing this that 23 years later, I would be here saying I love it just like I did in the very beginning. And I'm so happy to share what I do with all of you. I love sharing this wonderful hobby of stamping and card making with each and every one of you. If you found me on my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please leave a comment. And if you would be so kind to like and subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you know that every time I upload a video. Hello, hello everyone. Well, I'm assuming some of us are still barbecuing. It looks like we got a little crowd tonight, which that's okay. I am going to sync my laptop and then I'm going to get started showing you some beautiful projects. So did anyone barbecue? I'm sure we've got some people who barbecued this weekend. Did anyone go away for Memorial Day weekend? It's been pretty quiet around here. Rick and I, at the beginning of the month or the end of April, the beginning of this month, we took our trip to Mexico, the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, which was fabulous. And Mr. Rick, oh, there he is. Hello, Mr. Rick. He just told me he thought it would be a good idea if we took a little mini vacation in October. So we're thinking about going to Lexington, Kentucky. Hello, Jan. Hello, Jill. Hello, Miss Shirley. How are you? Hello, I think I saw April go by too. All right, let me sync this and then we'll get started. I had my team meeting on Saturday, so I've got some fantastic swaps to show you. So I've got some. There we go. Fantastic. There we go. I kind of, if you're in St. Louis, I'm kind of glad that I canceled the Facebook Live yesterday because last night's weather was crazy. We had the tornado sirens going off, and yeah, so I probably would not have I would have been too stressed out to do the Facebook Live anyway. So hello, Kathy. Hello, Denise. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you for the compliment on my hair. I'm still getting used to it. Mainly these. The bangs. I haven't had bangs in, gosh, I don't even know if I don't think I had bangs in high school. So it has been quite a few decades since I've had these, so they've taken some getting used to, but I'm starting to like them. Hello, Karen. Hello, hello. All right, I think I'm all synced with all of you. Looks like we're not having any Facebook gremlins tonight, teasing me. So I think all is well. Let me spin this down, and we'll get started. I want to share with you first if you found me for the very first time, this is my website, kimdent.stampinup.net. You can find out about me there. You can also place orders. This is where you would go to place an online order. If your order is $149.99 or less, and you would like to help me out, please use this code. If your order is $150 or more, do not use this code because I want you to receive the Stampin' Rewards. And that reminds me, this past week, Tuesday, May 21st, I want to say thank you to all of you who were so kind, or it took advantage and were so kind to help me out. The free shipping day was amazing. It was placing orders, but and all of you who went online to my website and placed orders, thank you so very much. I am a hair away from earning the next Stampin' Up! Trip, which is next year, and it is to Disney. Hold on, is it Disney? It's whatever's in Orlando. Is that Disney World? So I came really close. Hello, Vicki. Thanks for tuning in. So just thank you. So I'll announce it when I earn it. It is, it's exciting. I only have about 1,000 or so, 1,000, less than 2,000 points right now. So to go, and I have till the end of September. So thank you. I told Rick this week, we're going to Disney. So, all right, for my team meeting, this month, our swaps, we always have a theme, and this month's theme was fun folds or fancy folds. And so this one was made by my friend Kelly Tashannon, team member and friend Kelly Tashannon. This is with the Countryside Corner dies, which are still in the catalog. This DSP I think is gone, and then I think this is Petal Park, and I believe it is still in the catalog. So isn't that a fun one? Love it. Stands really nicely. So thank you, Kelly. This one is called a tent fold, and this is from my friend Lynn Zerby. And when I looked at it, I thought, why is this called the tent fold? But look, I've made this before and didn't even realize that's what it was called. And that's with a brand new stamp set, and I don't even know what it's called, but it's adorable. Look at, stay tuned for an important message. And I love this. Happy birthday. It's very retro looking. So there's that. That's why it's called the tent fold. It also stands really nicely. This is from Celine Gearling, and this is with Lotta Love and that cute DSP. I love these sweet little coffee cups. So there is that one. I'm not sure the name of the fun fold, but isn't that sweet? And then you would write on the back. So thank you, Celine. This one is from my friend Jennifer Benner, and Jennifer broke her ankle. So I'm wondering if she's gonna catch this live, but this one, I was so excited to get this because we've got a couple graduation cards that I need to make. So look at how easy that is. Can you see? It is it looks like maybe a 5.5 by 8.5, probably scored at 5.5 right there down the middle. And then these special scores that make it look like a graduation cap. And then some of our jute, and let's see, I'm not sure what she used here. One of our embellishments, and looks like that tassel. So isn't that adorable? Any of you got graduation cards that you need to make? Stinking cute. And speaking of graduation cards, Patty Waller did another one. This one is adorable. It goes this way. Lots of scoring and lots of pieces on this one. And then her message is on the back. So that looks like a 4.25 by 11 piece, and then scored. I don't have the directions for this, but this one works not only for graduations, but you could do all sorts of fun things right here. And then it does stand also. Isn't that's a lot of not cutting, a lot of scoring, and so clever for a graduation card. Thanks, Patty. This one, oh, Miss Vicki. Oh, I love this one. Girls, oh my goodness. If you love birds and birdhouses, Vicki Todd outdid herself with this one. And this one, she wanted to make sure that I gave credit to Dawn Griffith. She's an amazing demonstrator. Let's see, she does Facebook Lives, and I know she calls it the Glitter Pit. Dawn Griffith at the Glitter Pit. But isn't this beautiful? I love it. I have it. I haven't played with it yet. And this is the new In Color Petunia Pop. And Vicki, if you're still watching, I can't remember the name of this fold, if it has one. But isn't that stinking cute? And this is also from that set, which I can't think of the name of it right now. Help me out, Vicki, if you're watching. Love Petunia Pop. And then she colored this in, the little bird, I think, is colored in with blends. So lovely. This one, my friend Vicki Fust, she, I showed this card at, this is inspired by one of my swap cards from a very talented demonstrator, Marcy Biesecker. She's in California, and Vicki loved it so much that she decided to duplicate it for our swaps. And then there you can see, she did it a little bit differently than Marcy. She told us that this panel right here, this panel, the white one, it's scored like at 1 inch. There's a little, I don't know, tail you want to call it, that's behind this layer, 5.5 by 4.25, and that makes the fold. And isn't that beautiful? Love it. I was so excited to get another one. So Marcy, all the way from California, is inspiring us in St. Louis, Missouri. And then the last one, this is mine. And the girls were like, wow, you really love that stamp set. And I said, it was on my desk and I needed a fun fold. So this is a the same fun fold that I used for my swaps that I went to Mexico. So it's got a belly band. These are the industrial trinkets, and the DSP, Adventurous Sky. Happy Father's Day. This die, though, is Spotlight on Nature. And then just stamped it in Night of Navy, cut it out of copper clay, and then this is how it opens up. So another Father's Day card. I kind of, once I start, like I get the hang of a fun fold or a fancy fold, I like to make a bunch of them. So this is just a version of the one that I did for Mexico. So there you go. There are our fun folds. Now I want to show you, this is, we do 2 make and takes at every team meeting, usually 2. This is one that we made, I think, a couple months ago, but it's Spotlight on Nature, and it was sitting there and I thought, I don't think I showed you guys. So this is Spotlight on Nature. This is Peach Pie. The card base is Calypso Coral. And then my new favorite embossing folder, that eyelet embossing folder. And then this DSP is, we're going to use it tonight and I should know the name of it. I just had it. Flowers of Beauty, maybe. It's part of the, I've got the 12 by 12 here to show you. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. And yeah, Jill, you should try some of these. Thank you, Jan. Thanks, Denise. Yes. Oh, thank you, Vicki. She says that the name of the stamp set is Country Bird House, and it's a fantastic fold. So thank you, everyone. I showed this one just because it was one that we made a couple weeks ago, and then we colored it in with the blends. So that's Calypso Coral, and that's Summer Splash right there, and then some new embellishments. So aren't these dies are fantastic, girls. I said at my classes, even if you don't like the stamp set, which is this and then a butterfly, some other words, the dies are amazing. So Spotlight on Nature in the catalog, and I'm using them now all the time. All right, the other card, we did 2 make and takes. This is one of them. This was, there you can see, there's that eyelet embossing folder. That's Pool Party. The card base is Lost Lagoon. And then we did what's called paper piecing. And this is cut out of these 2, I stamped on Country Woods, the DSP, 2 different pieces of it. This little kettle, that's actually like a wood grain, but I thought it looked like kind of like an old-timey kettle. So that's why I did that. And then this little stool is out of another piece of it. And then we stamped, there's a die for this, stamped it. You can see it's done in black. You can barely see it. And then cut it out. There's a die. And then we stamped and colored the flowers. And this is, goodness, country flower. Oh, here, it's right here. country flowers. Ask me why I put that there. You know what? I always say I love stamp sets that have images as well as words. And look at the words. With heartfelt sympathy, sending love, so lucky to know you. This is really sweet to put on like the, I don't know what this is. Canister. Best friend ever. And I've seen a lot of demonstrators, like they stamp this. It's a long skinny stamp, but then they cut it up after you stamped it, cut it up, and then you could just have friend or best friend forever and do it long and skinny instead of going all the way across. Anyway, just an idea. Oh, milk can. Thank you. Thank you, Jill. Thanks. So that's what this one is made out of. And then that technique is called paper piecing. All right. And then the last thing that I'm going to show, well, not the last thing. I want to show you, this is the card that I'm going to make for you all tonight. And this is called, I think Vicki called it, oops, how about that? Double fold. Double fold. And there's the belly band. And then it goes like this. So that's Berry Burst. And then here, I'll bring out the kit and I'll show you all the colors. I hope you like this. I had a wedding on Saturday that I went to. One of our preschool teachers got married and I used this. I'll show you the stamp set. Love right here. And then there's a verse for the inside. Perfect for a wedding. So the stamp set is called Flowers of Beauty. And you can see I used this one and this one and this one. So there's Flowers of Beauty. And then, let's see, the Unbounded Love. Oh. So there you can see the love and, oh, I used another stamp set. So that was on the outside of my card. And then on the inside from the stamp set, Wonderful Thoughts, I put, where's it at? This is only the beginning of a life filled with love. So perfect for a wedding. So that was for my wedding card. Tonight's card, I'm going to use Hope. And it's Hope is Believing in a Brighter Tomorrow. That is for a friend who's dealing with cancer right now. So this suite, where are my little, has DSP that's beautiful. And if you watched last week, I think when I was showing my cards, this is the piece that we use on that little gerbil card. This is the flip side of it. Peach Pie. This is the piece that we're using tonight. The flip side of it, lovely colors, Pretty in Pink and Peach Pie. This is the piece that I used on that make and take that I showed you. There's the flip side. And then I'm using this piece tonight, the smaller petite flowers, I'll call them. And then a lot of Pretty in Pink. How many of you have been around since Pretty in Pink was here in our line originally? I bet I know I've got some girls who know about that. Pretty in Pink came back into our line as an in color this year. And I had, can you believe it, a pack, because I hoarded it, a pack of Pretty in Pink cardstock. And I compared the two, the old pack from, I don't know how many years ago, and the new one, the new Pretty in Pink, matched perfectly. So Pretty in Pink was always the color that our people would say, it's the perfect little baby girl color. So they brought it back. So I hope maybe it stays for a while. This is Summer Splash and Petunia Pop and a little bit of Pretty in Pink. And then just a pattern of Petunia Pop. And then there's that larger pattern of flowers. And then I believe this would be like Shaded Spruce or Shy Shamrock. So that's the DSP. And I believe you can find it. Where's my little kit? I wrote it down. I'm dropping stamps. I believe you can find it all on page 152, or sorry, is it 52 or 152? Hold on. Pages, Unbounded Beauty, this is the Unbounded Beauty Suite. You can find it on pages 52 through 55. So this is the first piece of the double fold. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. And this is scored at 1 1/4. Hold on. 1 1/4. I should do it like this. 5 1/2 and 9 1/4. And I went ahead and did that for us already, but there's a little bit of information. So scored at 1 1/4, 5 1/2, and 9 1/4. And the color is Berry Burst. All right. Then you need a belly band. So this, I made it 1 1/8 by 10, but it is, you could make it, you know, whatever size width that you wanted. I don't know why I decided to throw in the 1/8, but 1 1/8, you can make it 1, you can make it 1 1/2. So, but the 10, I think that's the magic number, 10 inches to go around. It makes the perfect size belly band, and I'll show you that in just a minute. All right, then we have our basic white. This is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. This is the inside, and it's a little bit smaller than our traditional 4 by 5 1/4 or 3 3/4 by 5. So this is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. And then here comes that beautiful DSP, 3 1/2 by 5 1/4, same as the white. And I forgot to write the name of it, the DSP. That's probably, I'll look it up for you. This is the layer behind the stamp piece. This is 2 1/2. Well, this is the first one, the largest one, 2 1/2 by 3 1/4, and this is Bubble Bath. And then the next layer is Berry Burst. It's 2 3/8 by 3 1/8. Goes on top of that one. And then we're going to stamp on 2 1/4 by 3. And then this, you could just pretty much do a scrap, you know, but the piece that I had measured out for the make and takes yesterday, for Saturday at the team meeting, these were 2 by 4 1/4, and it's the perfect size for the 2 of the flowers that you need. And then our 2 pieces of DSP, we need one piece that is 1 1/8 by 5 1/4, and then the second piece is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. And let's see, I'm gonna get the name of that because that's gonna bug me. The name of the DSP. It is in the annual catalog, and like I said, it's on page 52 through 55. If you don't have an annual catalog and you would like one, so this is where it starts, the Unbounded Beauty Suite collection. If you don't have one and you would like one and you do not have a demonstrator, please leave me a comment. I know Kathy left me a comment last week. Your catalog is going in the mail tomorrow. Here you see the Flowers of Beauty. So it's got 2 stamp sets in the suite and 2 sets of dies. So Flowers of Beauty, and then Unbounded Love. They're in the Unbounded Beauty Suite. And then you can see on this side, beautiful glitter paper that does not come off, which is one of the lovely things about our glitter paper. Thank you, Vicki. Unbounded Beauty. Here's the cute embellishments that go with it. These are in color resin dots, and you get 120 for $8. And then here's a smidge little pictures, but I already showed you the big one of the DSP. But if you've got the catalog, look on page 52 through 55. All right, let's get assembling and stamping. So I'm going to take my my card base, and I'm going to bring in my bone folder. So Berry Burst, score it 1 1/4, 5 1/2, and 9 1/4. And I want the what's the largest, I guess. This is this larger panel. This is going to be on my right hand side. So we're going to fold that one back. So that's going to make a mountain. Oh, get in the camera, Kim. maybe if I pull this down. Does this help? Sorry for the wiggling. Okay, so there's your mountain. And then we're going to pull this one back. And that's a valley. So we had a mountain and a valley. That's your 5.5. And then we're going to make another mountain. Oh, wait, is that right? This way, sorry. Mountain, sorry, mountain on this one. Valley on the 5.5 mark. And then, I don't know what we're going to call it. This is the closing piece. I guess it would be another mountain. But it opens like this. Pull it, this big panel. Well, and I guess, you know what, girls? It really doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters. But the way when I watched, and I'm trying to think of the, I want to say her name was Jan Porter, her YouTube video, which was very good. She had it going to the right-hand side. So see, there's your double fold right there. All right, so we're going to bring in the piece of 1.5 by 5 1/4. And that's going to go on this panel. Now, one of the things I wanted to tell you too about this, I could have, when I was cutting the DSP, with this particular pattern, I wasn't too concerned about it matching up exactly. So there you'll see the two patterns are not, but you could cut it this 1 1/2 by 5 1/4, and then you could cut another 1 1/8, and they would be side by side, and then you could probably match up the patterns better. So it wasn't too important for me to do that. So the skinnier piece is 1 1/8 by 5 1/4. They're all 5 1/4. And that goes on the little panel right here. And you want to try to get, you know, the borders to kind of all match up by board. Oh, that was not good. This is what I meant, like this border up here at the top. This one I got a little bit to the right side, but I'm okay with it. All right, and then this piece, this large piece, which is 3.5 by 5 1/4. When Jan did it, she stamped on this piece. It was with her design was using the daisies that we had, and so I used her pattern, but I just want to let you know, you wouldn't have to use a piece of DSP here. I just thought it looked really pretty, and it pulled all of this together. So you could stamp like those little flowers all over this, like tone on tone. So this piece is 3.5 by 5 1/4. And then let's see what direction. I think I want my roses. Sometimes direction doesn't matter, but kind of like I'm going in that direction. So there's that. Thanks, Shirley. I'm a pink girl, so this is Berry Burst. So Berry Burst is a pretty pink. It's not a, it's got a little bit of, I guess you would say, purple in it, blue in it. So there's your, there's how that goes. It's as easy as that. The next thing we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to assemble my pieces of my layers that are going to go on the belly band. So 2.5 by 3 1/4 and 2 3/8 by 3 1/8. Now that's another thing, you know, girls, if those crazy skinny, see how tiny those little layers are, if that is not your thing, just make it, you know, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. You know, you don't have to do those skinny little layers, but I thought it looked pretty. Originally, I just had the bubble bath and the basic white that we stamped on, but I got a little crazy and I decided to add the Berry Burst, and I'll show you. I think it pulls it all together. So Berry Burst 2 3/8 is going to go by 3 1/8 is going to go on top of the 2.5 by 3 1/4 bubble bath. And this one, you got to pay close attention. This one, it really would have been smart of me to use this glue, because it gives you a little wiggle room. We call it the green tip glue. So let me hold on real tight. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, for my belly band, I think I've showed you this before. Like I said before, you don't have to add or do 1 1/8. I don't know why I got a little squirrely with that. By 10. It could be 1 by 10. So don't think you have to do it exactly the same. And how you do this is you're going to take your belly band. Let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to lay my card base in the center of it. And then I usually do the right side. And where's my bone folder? And give it a little crease. And then I do the left side. Now the trick on the belly bands, you cannot make them so tight that they don't have any give room. They have to have a little wiggle room. It will loosen up, but if I've done it before where I've made this so tight around there that it's very hard to slide it on and off. The recipient, won't be able to get the card off to see the message. So after I do that, then I'm going to put a little adhesive on top. And your adhesive, like I said, it could be our Stampin' Seal, it could be dimensionals, it could be the Tombow glue. I just think it's smarter to put it on the belly band than on the back of the layer that you're putting, on top. See how quick it's coming together? All right. So for our flowers and our piece that we're going to stamp on, I always do this. I got to get it because I love my glass mat. Let's see if this is, we're going to do this. Ignore this, girls. I just use copy paper lately. Okay, so on our basic white, 2 1/4 by 3, you do need to try this, Shirley. It's really easy. Okay, I'm going to give you a tip. This is a 2-step stamp set. So we've got 2 stamps. One is the outline and one is the solid that's going to fill it in. I think it's always, oh no, wait, no, we're going to use this piece. I think this is the piece I'm going to use my flowers on, which could be a scrap. I always think it's smarter or visually easier if you stamp the outline first. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So I need 2 of these. I'm going to stamp those first. And then for this solid one that fills it in, I told the girls on Saturday, I was really trying to get see how this tone is right here? I played with it and I was trying to get the tone that was on this flower right here. And I tried Bubble Bath for this filler. I tried Pretty in Pink. I didn't like that. And so what I ended up doing was I stamped off, and you can see here, that's where so I'm stamping off just gives 1 ink color. So this is still Berry Burst, same as the outline. We're going to ink it up and stamp it on the paper, and then we're going to stamp it on our flower, the inside of it. And that's why it's called a 2-step stamp. It takes 2 stamps to create the entire image. I'm going to do that again, stamp it off. So it's like a Next Generation, a lighter shade of Berry Burst. And I was tickled when I saw that it matched up pretty nicely. Was really happy. So the next thing I did was I cut these out with my mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Love that because it sits right here by actually it's on by my feet. Because my table has so many different things on it, girls. You wouldn't believe this setup if you saw me. But it's so my machines are kind of down next to my feet. So the little machine, this worked perfectly because the bed of the Stampin', the mini is, I think, 3 inches wide. So there's that. Cut these out. So I have these ready. There they go. Magic of television. And then now we're going to bring in this piece, which I started talking about earlier, and I'm going to stamp, where is it? I'm going to stamp with, this is the color, I think I'm laughing because thank you, Jill. I thought Petunia Pop was going to be my favorite color, or Pretty in Pink, but Summer Splash is the one that I've used the most. So we're using Summer Splash, and I did that because here in the DSP, girls, do you see it? Those tones look like Summer Splash to me. This one might have like the outline, kind of a shaded spruce. It's really dark, but Summer Splash. So that's, you know, I always say I wish I would have paid more attention and taken more art classes, but Stampin' Up! Makes it easy. I pull the colors. I would always use like the DSP as the inspiration, and then that's where I would pull my ink pad colors from. So this is Summer Splash, and on this one I'm gonna ink, I don't like I didn't like this white space right here in the corner when I was figuring out the layout. Ooh, this is a real juicy one. And then, so I had that there, and then I did one over here, and then one up at the top, and it kind of hangs off, which is why I've got this scrap paper underneath. So there's that. And then I said earlier, I'm using the stamp that is from Unbounded Love, and I'm going to use Hope on there because I have someone in mind that I want to send this to. There's my inside. And okay, girls, does anybody see the Hope stamp? There's this there. I don't see the Hope, and I just had it. Hold on. You know it's here. I've got all these. Well, girls, I know you're probably, where is it? I don't see it. All right, plan B. We're going to make it another, we're going to do Faith. So here's Faith. I'm going to pull this one up. As soon as I, do this, I'm going to see it's going to be right around the corner. Faith. And we're going to use Berry Burst. And I'm going to stamp it over here in the corner. Ooh, that's pretty. And then, oh, nope, I'm going to do my inside. So I guess we should do Faith as being sure what we cannot see. That's going to make me crazy. As soon as I click off the live, it's going to be here. All right, this piece for the inside is 3.5 by 5 1/4. It's our inside piece. Set that to the side, and I think I'm done stamping. All right. This is our inside, so let me pull off the belly band. And I just decided, I thought it would look pretty right here on this side. I guess it could have gone here, or you could have added another piece of DSP right here also. All right, close that up, and then we're going to glue this. Let me get this out of the way. My crazy piece of scrap paper. Skinny little layer. I decided I was going to do one flower. I don't know what kind of flowers they are. It was going to go like glued directly down, and then this one I'm going to pop up. I I do that sometimes just to add dimension. Now, when I was making this, I thought, oh, Wink of Stella would look so pretty with this, but, oh, no, I don't want that to cover up my face. There we go. When I put the Wink of Stella on it, and I thought, oh, I'll just put a little bit of shimmer on this, it bled the detail on it. So I decided, nope, I'm not going to do it. Sometimes that's a fun technique, but you can see like how this is from the white. I didn't want it all to be like a solid light pink. So I backed away from the Wink of Stella, and I decided to add some sparkly adhesives to sequins to it. So these are our adhesive back sequin trios, they're called. They're on page 114. There's the item number 161288. They're $8.50, and you get 120 pieces. On one of my cards, I used the white sequins, and then on the other one, I brought in the pinky one. So I'm going to do 3. I decided I like the pink ones the best. Let's see, where's my one up here? And then I think there's 2 sizes. So I'm going to use one of the larger ones down here, and then a smaller one. I like that. All right. And there you have it. This still will be good for my friend who's going through cancer treatments. Isn't that pretty? Oh, slip it on down, girl. There we go. Thank you. Thanks for all the compliments, everyone. The last thing I want to tell you about before I let you go tonight is the starter kit special is going on just for 5 more days. And just for fun, I decided I was going to bring in and show you what you get for $99. So in addition to being able to pick $125 worth of product, till May 31st, you're going to get the 5-pack, 5 markers, the in colors, 2024 to 2026 in color markers. Then you get all 5 of the new in color ink pads, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and then Summer Splash, my favorite. I like all of them, I mean, this whole color combination, I've heard nothing but good things. Last year's in colors, we had people kind of went either way. They loved it or they did not, you know, they were like, those are not for me, or maybe only one of them was. But this year, everyone is like saying, I love, love, love the new in colors. So on top of the markers, the ink pads, you also get the 2024, 2026 in color 6x6 DSP. So isn't that fun? Circles and stripes. And then if you flip it over, look at all the fun patterns. Isn't that great? All right, so you get that. Put those there. And then the last thing you get, what did I say? It's 4 sheets of each of the colors. So there's Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock. I hope you love them just like I do. And this deal is such a good one. People are saying, I haven't seen a deal like this in a long time. It's an $82 value that you get for free in addition to the $125 worth of product. Let me flip it around. Oops, where am I? Hold on, girls. So if you are thinking about doing it, you have till the 31st. If you have questions or you have concerns about it, I know Jill and I, we talked earlier this week. It does sound like it's almost too good to be true. But I've done it for 23 years. This is such a great deal. I would love to have you on my team. The one thing that I love telling people about is that if you decide that this is not for you, you want to take advantage of this fantastic deal, you want to be on my team, you want to get 20% off the bat on every single order that you place after that, but then you decide it's not for me, then you just go inactive. And Stampin' Up! Doesn't have any limit to how many times you can rejoin. What else was I going to tell you about? As far as the kit, I am just like bubbly about it because I can't quit talking about it because I think it's such a fantastic deal. And I don't think we have deals like this that come around, during celebration. We have them during January and February, but this one, it's a good one. So thinking about doing it, or your wish list from your new annual catalog is a mile long, now's the time to join, because you sign up, it ships for free, and then right away you get a 20% discount on every single order that you place. So have a wonderful week. Like I said, if you have any questions or you need a catalog, give me a call or send me a text or leave me a message. God's blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.